Hello, Joshua. I'm happy to meet you.
I'm very happy to meet you.
Yeah, we very proud of you. You
Thank
are
you.
left fight where Bruno Silva is fantastic and very entertainment for all of Myanmar fans. So I wanna ask the first question is, do you plan to visit Myanmar country?
Yeah, that's always a goal. You know what I mean. I always want to come back, especially like when I still have family out there. You know what I mean. I want to go see my family too. So yeah, I do want to go back.
Yeah. So a lot of Myanmar fans want to know if you will be the next UFC champion. So one time you wanna come back you wanna come back to your Chim belly.
Yeah,
Yeah. They
village.
wanna know,
Yeah,
yeah. Do you want to plan to come back your Chim belly?
yeah. I want to come back for sure. I want to come back for sure. But we all know what our situation is in Myanmar. You know.
Yeah.
So It'd be hard for me to go back right now at the moment, but we'll figure something out. You know what I mean? I really want to go back.
Okay. Okay, the second question is, what do you think your opponent the biggest weakness for
His biggest
next
week.
coming UFC 317 for Brendan Rival?
See,
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of weakness. You know, I don't see a lot of weakness. I have to go there and figure it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So because what you see what you see on TV, and what you like when you get in the cage with them is a completely different. You know what I mean? So I have to go there and see for myself.
Okay, okay. So the third question. So how do you handle for your opponents? Yeah, your opponent is very tall. So like I think 5'9", right? 5'9". So how do you handle with your opponent?
The all my sparring partner, man. I got some tall
Yeah,
sparring partner and stuff. So I'm familiar with the height and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have a problem with him being 5'9". You know what I mean? He got to deal with my height. You know what I mean? I might be the shorter fighter, but I know my distance. You know what I mean? So he might have to deal with that. So yeah.
yeah. So another question: how do you think about the Brandon Rival? I think the Brandon Rival, his Muay Thai fighting style is very good. So especially the head kicks and the body kicks. I think a lot of his fights we have known to see the fighting style is very good. So how do you think about the Brandon Rival, the Muay Thai style? How do you handle for it?
He got like a very weird timing style.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not like he looks slow, but he's fast at the same time. You know what I mean? He looked very slow, but he's fast too. Like if you say he's slow, then he's fast. If you say he's fast, but then he's slow, you know what I mean? So his timing is weird.
yeah, yeah.
So for me, I think I just got to go in there and figure him out. To see where he at. You know what I mean?
Okay. So are you expecting a finish or are you prepared for a while?
I'm preparing for a war.
Oh,
Just because I know he's a tough guy. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't chase for the finish, man. The finish will come, and if it happens, it's gonna happen later round. So second round or third round. So yeah.
okay. So is there any your opponent that you have especially trained to the counter?
You said what?
Yeah, is there any your opponent that you have especially trained to the counter?
Oh, is there
Yeah,
anything that I think for me to counter him?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. The counter, man. I just like I said, I have to go there and see it. You know what I mean? So we train a lot on my boxings and stuff like that, but I just have to go there and see myself.
Okay, so uh, we want to know your fighting style is very fast. So a lot of UFC, the popular fighter, all say your fight technique is very good. So how do you think about that? So as you know, the Adesanya like Dustin Poirier, do you know? Yeah, like also give a bands. They also proud of you. So how do you think about for the award?
Man, it feels great, man. Especially Dustin Poirier. You know, I've been watching that guy for a long time. You know, I like his fighting style and stuff like that. So for him to say good things about me like that, it's just, you know, it's crazy. And Adesanya, man, like one of the greatest of all time. You know. Yeah, it feels amazing, man, for them to recognize me and stuff like that. So, Gilbert Byrne, he's a nice guy, man. You know what I mean? He trained with Ong and stuff like that. So, everybody in their gym, you know, they nice. Even their coach, Henry Hoop or something. Like I met him a couple of times, you know. So they're all good people.
So can you tell me how to you decide this or for Brandon rival fights? So we want to know how do you assess the fight? So can you tell me a little that behind the scenes?
I accept the fight like I said, man. We was in the same house with my coaches, you know, trying to surprise my mom. Yes. And you know, my call came, and you know what I mean. I told my coach, I'm like, hey, man, they just called me, and coach was like, okay, I'm gonna take care of it. So, you know, he called my manager, and then we accepted the fight. That's how it was.
Okay. So we want to know your fighting style is very fast and very good. So please share to the Myanmar fan. A lot of Myanmar fan want to know how do you plan for like your speed very fast. So they want to know how do you do like that? How do you prepare and how do you train like that?
It's just a lot of repetition, you know. The same thing over and over. You know, it's boring. Like when you train, you know, the same punch like thousands of times, you know. But when it comes to fight time, it's like muscle memory. You know, you don't even have to think no more. Like it just comes natural. You know what I mean? And for the speed, man, I don't know. Like weight, you know, like you have weight in your hand, and then like you know what I mean. You just shadow box with weight.
Yes. So every time you are fight is I think it's a lot of fight is short notice, right? So the Myanmar fan, a lot of Myanmar fan want to know. So how do you decide this for access the short notice fights? So every time you access the fight, so they want to know how do you plan access.
I'm a fighter. End of the day, so I can't say, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no to a fight, man. If they call me, if they say, hey, man, we want you to fight this guy, like I can't say no, man. It's not in my nature, you know. I'll take it in a heartbeat. So, yeah.
Okay, the final how do you want to say all of your Myanmar fan? The final. Yeah.
Okay, Myanmar fans, Chino ko apire to yan one that about Chino 317 Mapushira, PMP ape baon.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, and we are very proud of you again, Joshua Van. So we appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joshua. So, now, media to go now. Sally Gabaga, Tiaga, line out, your Pian Dalumia, network. But Romiaro, Migoniaro, Cousins anywhere, Bono. So, A1 name, through Wabidali. Yanto Yamalu Mida, Kajan, Yamalu, and Tibilu Yala, Bono. Ma, me to a way big eye, Pina here, Bono, so A Kama, 10 years, Joshua, 50 the Gali, Bono, around Yamalu, Yobi.
Okay, go. I made in way better. I got go. Young one covered, but pillow less or I got email, you know.
Okay, thank you. So.
Can you tell like how much you love your mom, or maybe just express how much you love your mom and how important your mom is to you?
In Burmese or what?
Yes, better in Burmese.
Okay. Amigo, yan chidele. Mega You know, I lost my dad. I lost my dad, like, you know what I mean, a couple years ago. And, you know, my mom is a single mom trying to take care of us and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I know that she's going through a hard time and stuff like that, you know. Even while she's going through a hard time by herself, you know, she still managed to take care of, like, whole family. You know what I mean? So, I look her as, like, my dad and my mom at the same time, you know what I mean? So for me to have a mother like that is just, I don't know, man, word can describe it, you know what I mean? So it's just, I'm blessed, you know, every time I'm about to fight, she'll pray for me, you know, before I go travels and, you know, things like that. So she never missed my fight, you know, ever since my amateur fight, you know. So she's my biggest supporter. And, you know, even when I used to fight in Fury, you know, I was broke, I don't got no money or nothing, you know. She gave me her bank card, and, you know, I just used the bank for whatever, you know, whatever things that I need and stuff like that. You know, it's only fair that, you know, I give it back to her. You know what I mean? She's the best mom, man. She's the best mom for me.
It's really heart touching. Now me going to go up on UFC champion Kaban Vango Myanmar break the Tika Pero into Queen
before the end of 2025.
အဲ့ဒါလေးကိုလေဖြစ်နိုင်မြန်မာလို့ပြောပြပါလား
2025 မပြီးခင်ကျွန်တော် UFC belt ရမယ်
Thank you so much ပါအဲ့ဆိုအခုတော့လေ Joshua ကိုပါမေးဖို့ရှိအောင်မလဲမသိဘူးဒါ Joshua လည်းလောက်လုံးဝအချိန်ပေးရလဲဒါလုံးဝအရင်ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်လို့
No more.
As we will pray for you and we wish you that you will be the winner again in UFC 317. No, as anyone like sound No, sure you will win. We have to be confident.
Thank you. No more time, no.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.